back to our Rule the Waves 3 playthrough of Italy starting in 1890, Mare Nostrum. Well, the war with France is officially gone and in the past. We're actually approaching 1950 at this rate. We're currently in the beginning of 1947, but 1950 is right around the corner, and if everything goes to plan, we shouldn't be in a war before the 1950s hits, but you never know. You never know. In the meantime, we're slowly building up our fleet of Calypsos. We have our two jet-capable Sparrow class aircraft carriers in the works there. We're not maintaining tension very well, so our budget could drop at any moment. So we need some sort of some tension events to lead the budget events to help us keep going here. But we do have a little bit of monthly balance excess. So what I'm going to do is once we get some more of these Calypsos built, I'm going to start taking a couple of them off of halted construction. So let's resume now. And we'll just slowly work our way there and look for some budget events in the meantime. And after that, we need to start building up our dock size. We are getting close to the point where we're maxing out our ship size when it comes to aircraft carriers because the being jet capable and all that. So let's press the button, see what we get. There we go. They reduced our spending. Fascist coup is taking place in Spain. There was 15 additional destroyers. Of course, sir. Sure. Now we're getting some budget out of that, but it just takes us back to right where it was last turn. So we need to build 15 destroyers. So what we're going to do is we're going to give them the old Gold Digger special. There we go. Oops. Auto design. We're going to go down to, I think, 300 tons probably. The guns will be 2 inches. Deleting everything that's not necessary on these. Delete. Decrease the tubes down to 1 tube. Lower the speed to save some weight. We'll reduce the radar on them down to 0. Don't care about anything. Nothing glamorous, nothing special. We're trying to build these as cheaply as possible. Advanced director? No. Local only. Look at that. We're down to 99. What if we get rid of the fire control completely? It doesn't make a difference on price. Okay. Decrease the guns down to 1. We're going to go with coal driven. Oh, it actually made them slightly more expensive somehow. Coal turbine. There we go. That'll do. We'll go down to 29 knots. Somehow we're maybe we need to go up a little. There we go. 300 tons. Can't be identified as a legal type. Increase the tubes by 1. Probably needs to be faster. The range will be short. Fire control. Okay. To get rid of this anti-air. All right. So we ended up with a 300-ton destroyer that costs 804 in total to build. It takes 9 months and costs us 90 per month. So it's still going to cost 900 and about 13 some per month to build all 15 of these. But we gained more than that back in the budget by doing so. We'll just have to put the Calypsos on halted construction again momentarily. But for now, let's call this the Gold Digger DD1. So, and these things are going to get scrapped as soon as we build them. Just doing it for a little bit of budget fraud here and roll the waves. So it takes 1 month to sort of halt the construction immediately on this. So we build up a little bit of a bank because we're going to go into some debt here on this. And next turn, the U.S. has completed the Hancock, the largest aircraft carrier in the world at 46,800 tons. That is, it's 10,000 displacement larger than our aircraft carriers we're working on. We do want the best technology, so especially radars. We'll take any radar we can get, even if it costs us quite a bit of money. Increase light AA and medium AA effectiveness. Now, normally I wouldn't. Oh, surface-to-surface missiles. Improve float plane. It doesn't matter. We're not using float planes anymore. All right. So we need to build 15 and probably 3 more, because I think it lets us do in 12s. Build gold digger. So let's see. 2 more. Yep, and 1 more. It's not working. It's counting the calypsos that we have in. Ugh. Okay. Well, 2 more. I think 3 more. Nope. Another one. There it is. Okay. So we had to build a lot of those. So we'll probably have to toggle off one of the sparrows for. We'll toggle off this one for a couple months and let the other one catch up, and that'll build us up a little bit of a bank. Let's see here. We have an improved fighter, prop fighter. So it has slightly better range, more firepower, loses some maneuverability, but gains some toughness. So, and it's average reliability, which is cool. All right, and we gained missile technology, surface to surface. Okay, so we're already working on missile technology. I thought it was like a whole new category with surface to surface, but it's the same thing. All right, and 1 more month, and then we'll activate the Sparrow again. The Altar. Here's the Crusade under. Look at that. That's very like a black background. That's really cool. I didn't change the files or anything. 8 16-inch guns, pretty good. Yeah, we'll work on a new medium bomber. We want bomb load, and we want. They should already have good range, so I think speed is what you want for them to get there to attack and come back. All right, let's resume construction on the CV. Luckily, we only have to fake it to make it for another 7 months here. Hey, we still radar director medium AA. Improved 14-inch guns. I don't. Do we have that? We have that on one of our battleships, but did we scrap it? We did. It was one of the ones we scrapped. Fine. All right, we're gonna get some prestige. We still need tension. This will do. So we're gonna go for prestige and tension. Just taking a look to see if they actually agreed to a disarmament thing without us. That gets us a little bit more tension. We still need 1 more to get us into yellow to kind of keep our budget safe. 67 prestige. Let's see. A little bit of scrapping here and there, but nothing that tells me that there's a treaty going on. 68 prestige, excellent. And boy, we have a lot of overhauls. A lot of stuff is going obsolete on us here. Ay caramba, these Calypsos are just they're really expensive for destroyers, and also just our budget in general. Hmm. I don't know. I'm tempted to get rid of the Euros, but we really need destroyers. Like we really need destroyers. It's just our budget is so low right now. Yeah, we'll sell the Russian government motobombas. That'll help us out a bit. That gets us 4 months. Okay, 4 months worth of budget. Okay, dokie. Anything interesting? Not really. Need our tension to go high. We need like a Balkans murder or something to happen. There we go. There's a little bit of tension. That should keep the budget safe-ish for now. Sparrows. Hmm. I'm halfway tempted to scrap the Falcons, but honestly, we're not quite in the jet age yet, and they're not that expensive altogether. They're about 650 per month, so that's not too bad actually. Our battleships are really the biggest drain right now. Just I think because they're so old. 1923. Okay, 19 destroyers. Now, if that's all of them, we have a couple more we need to build. But in the meantime, let's resume construction of these two. These have been in the yard for like forever at this point. This is a new, this isn't reconstruction, this is construction, I think. I don't know. Eight 17-inch guns with a 30-knot battleship. That is crazy. Okay. Here's a privately built light jet fighter. It's going to be 1 year newer. It's faster. It's got better range, way better range. It has less firepower, but it has more toughness, and it carries a heavier bomb. We're going to take the new one and hope that it has decent reliability. Fingers crossed. All right, so who can we blame? We're going to get some tension. So who can we blame? We're going to blame France. Hang on, let's look at the relations first. So is Austria-Hungary, they're allied with Japan, and France is allied with Britain. So who can we blame? Germany, Britain. Germany's the only one who doesn't have an ally. So we'll go for Germany. Even though that won't get us into the yellow tension, unfortunately. Here's the new medium bombers. Wow, that's a big leap in speed from 250 to 400. The range is fantastic. So what we're looking for on medium bombers is the bomb. So it can carry 4 2,000-pound bombs at a heavy load. So we're going to go for the one with the best range, or actually, we're going to go for this one here. It has the best maneuverability, it has the best stats. All right, that one will do. That is a very nice medium bomber. Now, we're going to go find these gold diggers and scrap all of them. Farewell. And that gets rid of all the gold diggers. And all that work just so that we can be at minus 66 on our monthly balance while building 2 of the Calypsos, in addition to our aircraft carriers. Okay, we're getting sharply worded letters from the US for stealing tech from them. But the tension is just so low that it doesn't matter at all. So Sierra Leone has gone independent. Here we go. It's tension plus budget. The steel industry wants a stronger navy. We're going to do it. Look at that. Now we can start cranking out some more Calypsos. We'll go for 4 more. And we still need to start thinking about these dock sizes here soon. Oh, nice. Let's do prestige plus double tension for a cruise that's run aground on a minor nation. Okay, night capable fighters, that's good. Improved float plane scout doesn't matter in the slightest. And now we got some good tension. We might even get some budget out of that. So now that we have night fighters, let's go to the Falcon and we're going to adjust the air group a little bit here. So we're going to change the role to night fighters that are night capable. And we're going to change the number to 11 there and 11 there because these hold 52 and then you only had 50 on there. And what we're going to do is we're going to, hang on, torpedo bombers, change role. Can they be night capable? They can. Okay. Night capable. We're actually going to disband that one. And we're going to auto add aircraft. Whoops. Did that just increase the size of the air groups that we have? I think it did. Okay. That stinks. I was hoping they would add dive bombers. So change number down to 10. 10. 10. And now we will add some dive bombers that are night capable. Well, they can't be night capable. But we're still going to add some dive bombers. There we go. Now we're going to copy the air group, and this is going to smash our experience on these things. But we should have a little bit of time before war, so we're going to paste the air group and paste it. We're going to do the same for the condors because I just don't. Actually, I can. I guess I can manually go through and just to keep my experience. Night capable. Night. Yeah, I was hoping it would let me do them both at the same time, but it's not going to do that. We're going to copy, paste the air group, and we're going to do the same here in the Centauros. Change role. Alright, already night capable. Okay. Now we're going to copy and paste. And what do we got here? these air stations are just like it's too much to deal with. We're actually going to disband this one. This is one of the new ones we captured, and it's pretty small, so we're not going to worry about it. So we're going to actually we can do this another way. We're going to the base overview and look at like Tunisia. There it is. We already have 120 aircraft there, so we can. Hmm, I guess I have to do it this way. Scrap it. And we'll keep the ones in Corsica because that's pretty valuable. We'll keep the one in Morocco, we'll keep the one in Sicily, the Italian East Coast. The motor torpedo boats are doing nothing for us, so we're going to scrap those, even though they're only 20 per month. Like, they have not done anything at all for us. Alrighty. So that helps out our budget a little bit there. So back to ships under construction. We have some good balance here. We're going to, and that changed because number one, we got rid of some aircraft, and I think it's going to go back up again once the air groups that we just assigned to the carriers get reorganized again. But in the meantime, we can resume this construction at least. So we lose budget no matter what we do. Let's go for just minus budget, I guess. That's kind of stinky. And there goes our money. Gone. Just like that. You fight so hard to get it, and then it goes away. But here's a chance to get more money. So we're not going to go for an agreement with anyone. We don't have any friends. We don't need any friends. Our friend is our money. And I imagine this, we have a lot of tension, but I imagine some of it will go down because due to the last war right here, just like that. Tension with France goes down, Russia, Germany, Japan. And we're still riding that last war thing. And we can get minus tension. I'd be okay with going down one tension point with Austria. Try to do that, and we'll get prestige as well. That is one of my favorite events. We are at 70 prestige. And we're also at almost 25 minutes in this episode. That went quick. Oh boy, we have no money. So we're going to halt construction on all this stuff and go forward one turn. And tension is shot up with Austria. Oh, it's because of our intelligence we're stealing from everybody. There we go. Budget is sorted. Okay. We're going to call it here. I appreciate y'all from hanging out with me. And I will see you next time.